Ottis Toole is infamously known for his association with Henry Lee Lucas and their involvement in a series of heinous crimes that shocked the nation. One of the most famous cases associated with Ottis Toole is the Adam Walsh kidnapping and murder.
Hello, true crime enthusiasts.
Adam Walsh, a 6-year-old boy, was abducted on July 27, 1981 from a Sears department store in Hollywood, Florida. His mother, Rev Walsh, had left him playing video games in the toy department while she briefly stepped away. When she returned, Adam was gone. The devastating incident led to a nationwide search for the missing boy. Several weeks later, on August 10, 1981, Adam Walsh's severed head was discovered in a drainage canal about 120 miles away from Hollywood. His body was never found. The gruesome nature of the crime and the innocence of the victim struck a chord with the public, making it a high-profile case that stunned the nation. When Ottis Toole and Henry Lee Lucas became suspects in the Adam Walsh case, Lucas initially confessed to the murder, providing detailed information about the crime scene and claiming that Toole was his accomplice. However, Lucas was known for making false confessions, and the reliability of his statements came under scrutiny. In 1983, Toole confessed to the murder of Adam Walsh as well, adding further confusion to the case. However, Toole's confessions were inconsistent, and there were doubts about the credibility of the statements given his history of providing unreliable information. Despite the confessions, the case against Toole and Lucas lacked concrete evidence. Both men had a history of mental health issues, and the reliability of their confessions was questionable. In 1984, the police closed the case, naming Ottis Toole as the likely perpetrator.
However, the Walsh family continued to seek justice for their son.
In 2008, the Hollywood Police Department officially declared the case solved, stating that Ottis Toole was the sole offender responsible for Adam Walsh's abduction and murder. The decision was met with skepticism, as Toole had died in prison in 1996, and there was still no physical evidence linking him definitively to the crime. The Adam Walsh case remains a tragic and haunting chapter in American criminal history. While Ottis Toole and Henry Lee Lucas were implicated in the crime, questions persist about the accuracy of their confessions and the true circumstances surrounding Adam Walsh's abduction and murder. The case played a significant role in shaping public awareness of child safety and led to the creation of the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children by Adam's father, John Walsh. Ottis Elwood Toole was born on March 5, 1947 in Jacksonville, Florida, USA. He came from a troubled family background, and his early life was marked by dysfunction and abuse. Toole's father was reportedly a violent alcoholic, and his mother was known for her eccentric behavior. To make matters worse, Toole claimed that he was subjected to sexual abuse by family members during his childhood. Growing up in such a chaotic environment likely contributed to Toole's disturbed psyche. His troubled upbringing, coupled with a reported low intelligence quotient, left him ill-equipped to cope with societal norms. Toole was said to have a low IQ, and he struggled in school, eventually dropping out in the 9th grade. As a young man, Toole developed a fascination with fire setting and animal cruelty, both early warning signs of psychopathy. His criminal record began to accumulate, with arrests for arson and various petty offenses. It was during this time that he met Henry Lee Lucas, another notorious serial killer, while serving time in prison in the early 1970s. The two formed a close, albeit macabre, bond. Toole and Lucas became notorious for their cross-country killing spree, claiming responsibility for numerous murders and unsolved crimes. Toole was implicated in crimes ranging from arson to cannibalism. The duo's confessions were often inconsistent, and law enforcement officials were skeptical about the veracity of their statements. The high-profile nature of the Adam Walsh case brought Toole into the national spotlight. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, Toole and Lucas were widely publicized as the perpetrators of the heinous crime. Toole's confessions, however, were known for being erratic and unreliable, casting doubt on the legitimacy of their involvement in specific cases. Ottis Toole's criminal activities eventually caught up with him. In 1983, he was arrested for arson and murder in Florida. He later confessed to numerous crimes, but his confessions were often contradictory, and the lack of corroborating evidence raised doubts about their accuracy. Toole was convicted of multiple charges, including murder, and was sentenced to death. However, his sentence was commuted to life in prison in 1993 due to concerns about the reliability of his confessions. Ottis Toole died in prison on September 15, 1996, at the age of 49. The exact cause of his death was attributed to cirrhosis of the liver, a consequence of his heavy alcohol consumption. Ottis Toole's life and crimes remain a disturbing chapter in criminal history, marked by a troubled upbringing, early signs of psychopathy, and a gruesome partnership with Henry Lee Lucas. The ambiguity surrounding his confessions and the lack of conclusive evidence in many cases continue to generate speculation and debate among criminologists and those interested in the dark world of serial killers. Thank you for joining us on this chilling journey into the mind of Ottis Toole. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment to stay connected with our ongoing exploration of true crime tales. Your support fuels our commitment to unraveling the mysteries that have shocked and captivated the nation. And stay tuned for more gripping narratives. And until next time, stay curious and stay safe.